Page 115, Summer Memories. Now page 114, they show you, they're talking about the intervals of sevenths and eighths. An eighth is also known as an octave. OCT means 8. As I said before, I've already talked about intervals, and it's a matter of, how to count them, how to figure them out, and I just don't have a lot more to say about them. You're going to see them in music, and you'll learn to recognize them in the music when you see them. You'll get used to them. They're all over the place. Just keep in mind that you don't need to count to 7 all the time, because that's a lot of counting to do, but 7 is 1 less than 8, so if you simply use the octave and then go down 1, that's a 7th. If you go down 2, it's a 6th. So you get the idea? We get these intervals in Summer Memories. So at the beginning, just look at the left hand. This interval, that's a 5th, a melodic 5th. Remember melodic and harmonic and all that? Melodic 5th. Next measure, it's a 6th. Next measure, 7th, 6th. Didn't quite make the octave, did we? We're almost up there, but So 4 Summer Memories, the 4/4 time, treble and bass clef, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3. See, the right hand is moving around a little bit, because the first time it's here, the next time it's here, and next time it's here, or the next time it stays here. So you're moving around a little bit. And then look at the last measure of the second line. Now you're up here. And then the third line, you're here. So you're coming around here until the 4th line down. Look at this, you're up here. And then cross over, 4th finger. And that takes you back down here. It's like a C major scale. The left hand stays put pretty much until you get to the end of the second line, where now it's up in the F chord. And then the 4th line down, look at this, it's here, half notes, 1/5 on all of these is fine, and then a 2/4, and then come down. Yeah, just lift up and move down. That's pretty much it. There's a ritardato at the end where you'd slow down a little bit. It's up to you how much you slow down or whatever, not much. I mean, moderato is kind of an in-between speed. You'll have to decide what that is. Somewhere around in there. Eventually, start slow and work it up to that speed. Dynamic-wise, it starts out medium, soft, and it's all melody. So you don't need to bring anything out here. So and there's a crescendo up to, again, you have a crescendo and then a decrescendo. So look in the middle of that and see what note or notes are there and think that's where you're after. That's where you're headed. So in the middle of this, where it's like the beginning of the last measure, right in there, that's where we're headed. So it's here. Just a hair louder, a little hair louder. There. Come back down, medium soft, go back up again. A little louder. Now. And then the last measure second, now you're medium loud. That's just a little louder than medium soft, not a lot, but then you're going to go up crescendo to a loud. A little louder. Now. Now, come back down again. You keep getting louder and softer. Then when you get down to the 4th line, you're loud at the beginning of it, and then you're coming all the way down to a medium soft. And there's a ritardato, just ba-da-da-dum, like you were at the beginning. It's pretty. Then you got some more swells and all that stuff, so you can work on that. You can do this without pedal, it sounds fine, and when you're learning it, you need to do it without pedal because you want to hear all these notes. But let's go ahead and add the pedal and see what effect that has. They're showing legato pedal throughout. Well, let's try that first and see what happens. I'm going to change it on each measure because that's when the harmony is changing, and we're overlapping, so I'm going to play the note first and then change the pedal afterward. So at the beginning, I'll play the note and then the pedal. Then I'll change the pedal after I play the next note. Again. the effect you're going to get with the pedal. Experiment. You don't have to do it that way. Supposing I want to hear the phrasing. A little silence between each one. Well, I'm going to pedal accordingly. I'm not going to overlap it. I'm going to lift the pedal with the right hand or with the hands. Maybe that's a little too choppy. You don't like it like that. Okay, how about changing it? Overlap the whole first line, but then treat the first line as a separate phrase. So you separate the first line from the second. So it's this way. So just a little silence in there. Or how about in the second line where the phrase is, that's the ending of a phrase. So lift the pedal with the hands so it gets silence before we go on. So we get a little bit of phrasing in there. That might be nice. And the third line down, it's right there between the third and fourth measures, lift up the pedal with the hands so there's silence. It's a new phrase. And the fourth line down, it would be right there at the off tempo. We can lift the pedal so we get a new phrase. So the fourth line. So just a little silence in there. Again, if you don't want all that mushiness in the fourth line second measure, hear all of that, then lift the pedal up there even the last beat or two. Just lift it up. Cleans it up a little bit and then you can go on. You have to decide what you like to hear. So you experiment with the pedal on this. Don't just blindly do it the way they're saying to do it so you can hurry up and turn the page and go through the book. Explore the piece. For the Play With Me, I'm going to try and pedal it as I suggested with phrase breaks, but you can pedal it any way you want, or just leave the pedal out if you'd like. But let's play it together very slowly to double check the notes and I don't think the rhythms are a problem. It's the notes we need to check. So go ahead and put your hands where they go to start, which is C position. And your foot's on the pedal. I'll give us 4 counts. 1 and 2 and ready and go and.